Greetings and good morning, fellow targeted individuals. Before I share what I want to share, I want to state that I have no ties to the Russian government. I utilize VK, a Russian social media website, simply to be able to share what I experienced within the United States because, as many people can see, I've contacted in the past the FBI. They've slammed phones on me, their headquarters. NSA's done the same thing. I've recorded them doing it. Department of Homeland Security has done the same exact thing too when I've sought help. Other agencies, police forces, sheriff's associations, they've all ignored me. So when you're in this, you're not going to get any help from your county attorney, locals. There's no help at all. You're on your own. You may notice that you're experiencing an excessive amount of accusations, false reports, with no way to discredit these people. Some of these groups, like these sheriff's associations, have no policies which allow people to file a complaint. So you're pretty much in a situation where it's the federal government's word versus your word. So if you're in this, you may want to start looking at leaving the United States. Many targeted individuals end up being tracked and they're along with their relatives and harassed while eating. All it takes is a stingray device. They gather your contacts and they simply follow you around and harass you throughout the day. Defense contracting is beyond anything that you could imagine. There are so many defense contractors within the United States that they far outnumber police forces. So the government of Russia is offering any foreigners citizenship for 1 year of service. Some people are saying that it's 6 months. I believe it's 1 year of service. I know it's not no more than that. You may want to do some research because they may have lowered it to 6 months. And this will allow your dependents the ability to experience life, liberty, and justice, because the government of Russia is against sexual perversion. They want to protect their youth, their adults, and there may be more incentives for enlisting. I do know that there's a sign-on bonus. I don't know how much it is, but I'm pretty sure it's going to cover at least your flight there. So if you're a TI, you may want to go to like a place like Nicaragua. You can get a house for like $200 or $300 a month. Here, $200,000 or $300,000 to buy a house. And you have probably a mortgage of over $1,000, high insurance fees. So over there, you can easily rent a place very cheaply. And if you know a few TIs, you can split the cost: the electricity bill, food bill. And if you want to be a teacher, you're probably going to make less money. I thought about doing that. I don't know if you make like $1,000 a month there, but if you already have some money and you're working there and rent's very low and everything's a lot cheaper than America, you can do pretty well. And let's say you want to fly from Nicaragua to Russia. Your flight may be cheaper due to gas prices and restrictions with Russia. It may be harder to fly there. It may be very expensive, so you may want to fly from Nicaragua to Cuba. And if you go to Cuba, they don't stamp your passport, which is a great thing. So if you decide to go back to Nicaragua to fly back to America, no one's going to know if you decide you don't want to go through. So a government's leadership, like their ideals, is typically what a government represents. If we're promoting sexual immorality, if we're promoting perversion, if we're promoting loose borders, well, that's what our administration stands for. So when people go and die in a war, they're typically dying for, not for America so much, but for the elite, for their agendas. They just have to condition people to believe they're doing this for America. So, if you go to Russia and you fight, you'll be fighting with people that believe in Christianity, and that are fighting to protect themselves from regional threats, groups which seek to threaten their domain. Now, I'm an American. At one time, I really wanted to serve in the U.S. Army. Now, if they even asked me, I would walk away. Both my grandfathers fought and served. As a matter of fact, one of my grandfathers has a Purple Heart and some other medals. And the Army said they were going to send them. I don't even want that. Just meeting my grandfather was good enough. Knowing that he was a good person, and that he was a Christian, and he's in a better place is good enough for me. After what I've seen them support with the CIA, with their mobbing and stuff, I don't want to be around them. Even though most of them are good people. So, if you're a TI and you're in a situation where you have proof, you have recordings of the FBI, CIA, or NSA, or anyone messing with you, and there's no support, there's no help. You're one of these like NSA whistleblowers, FBI whistleblowers, and the government is terrorizing you, targeting you because you're a whistleblower. Look at leaving the United States and protecting your health and your kids' health, because let me tell you, this will destroy your mind, your health. You will never, ever be the same. There's no way. Unless you leave this country before they destroy your life, because these people they've done it thousands of times. They come as a group, and they will harass, and they will harass, and they will harass until there is a serious problem. See, the FBI will not help. They will not investigate. The only time they're going to investigate is when something happens to one of these groups. That's the only way. So Congress, don't expect Congress to help too. Congress will only do something, they will only act when they see that they have crossed the line and that things are getting out of hand. Kind of like what's going on now with our border. And even in New York, they want to give them credit cards. People just come here, here's a credit card. Go shopping. So they want to create a race war. They want to pretend as if this is a holy war they're fighting in Israel. They're radicalizing these people. We're crossing the line. We're pushing. And it's only a matter of time till we wake up one day in a serious mess. Because we cannot stop messing with people. We do it on a micro scale with targeted individuals. We try to promote problems. Just like we do with Russia, we pester, we push, not knowing what's going to happen. Anyways, stay strong. God bless. Peace.